So, is this a video? don't know. Lectures. What's going on, fellow science lecturers, man? Coming back with another video, two videos one day. I know, super crazy. Um, Definitely making the most of my resources. Today, we're gonna go ahead and work on something that I think a lot of people make mistakes on, and it's relatively easy. Something that I'm learning right now, and let's go ahead and try to do it. And it is pH solutions. Just want to go ahead and mess with you folks. But this is something that I've noticed, especially in my own class, that sometimes gets a little bit confusing. And this is one of the rather easy things that I'm able to, know how to do. So I'm going to go ahead and say, for example, start with concentration. Because I feel like when we have pH and pOH, the fact that they equal to 14, that makes it seem easier, right? But I'm going to go ahead and show you how when we use our concentrations of the ions, hydrogen ions, for example, in this case, let's say I make this 3.2 times 10 to the negative 4, right? Now, how do we get our pH again? Remember, our pH, OH minus. So what we're going to go ahead and do is remember our negative log, right, of our value here, of that H plus. So once we go from here, we're going to go ahead and plug this in, and this should give us a number. So if we check to the left of our screen, and we go ahead and input what we have to, right, which is the negative log 3.2 times 10 to the negative 4. Sorry, guys, bear with me. First time, working with this software. We should get around 3.49, right? 3.49. Now, hey, we back at that easy point, right? So what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to subtract 14 from 3.49. Just do some simple calculations, punch it in your calculator. Tell, some of the ladies I'm a human calculator. Just messing with you. 10.51, right? So we have 14 minus the pH. Why is that? Because pOH, right, in this case is equal to 14 when you add the 2 minus that pH value. Now, how in the world am I going to get the OH minus value? Like, where does it come from? Remember, you don't care anything about these anymore. Remember, because you already did it. If you have one, you can get all four. Okay? You can get the 1 for 4 discount. So what you're going to do with the OH minus is go ahead and put 10 to that pOH value. Negative 10.1051. Right? So what you're going to go ahead and do is plug that in as well. So let's go ahead and get this back popped up. We're going to go ahead and do 10 to the negative 10 point, sorry about that, 10.51. So we get about 3.1. Remember about rounding and sig figs, 3.1 times 10 to the negative 11. Okay, great. Now, so we're going to go ahead and do what people like to do really fast, right? And I'm going to go ahead and give you the pOH of about 5.25, right? So go ahead and work on this while I work on this myself as well. Feel free to pause the video. And we're going to go ahead and do it. So hopefully you've been able to pause the video and be able to continue to work on it, right? So I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. Now, I'm going to do the rule that everybody loves to do because it's just easy peasy. We're going to do 14 minus 5.25, right? Think about it. We got 0.75 to get around 6 and then 8, right? So 5 plus 8, 13.75 with this 0.25. So we have 8.75. Now, since our pH is 0.75, what can we do? Well, you can work on either now. You're just going to go ahead and plug it in into its respective value. So essentially, what here, and I just realized I didn't have this showing the whole time, but you guys were able to hear me, so that's good. Our pH 14 minus 5.25 equals 8.75. Remember, given pOH. What are we going to do now? I'm going to go ahead and make it super simple. We're going to go ahead and take both of these with their base 10 to their respective value. H plus, what goes there? 8.75. Oh, then you go ahead and get these two values. If you put these in correctly, it should be about 5.6 times 10 to the negative 6. And then our one at the bottom here is 1.8 times 10 to the negative 9. So, guys, remember, you can always use one to find the other. Start with your concentration, okay? Don't you ever be scared to use your concentration because you can always go from that H concentration, right? Hydrogen ions. We just do the negative log of that value, right? Then we get this. Then we go here. Remember our key number 14 between these two and solve it like that. So if any questions, make sure to always put it in and like, comment, and subscribe.